Well, we are in Louisville, Kentucky at HSPA 2025, and we are sitting down with Tony Bondon, who is the Director of Sterile Processing at Wellstar Kennestone Regional Medical Center in Marietta, Georgia.
Yes.
Great to see you. Great to
Yes.
have a talk with you. And you're president of HSPA, I should say, of
Yes.
the
Yes.
board. So tell us a little bit more about yourself. And
Well, I mean, I've been in the industry for 20 years now. I've considered myself somebody has worked themselves through the industry, starting out as a midnight steel processing technician, becoming a supervisor, a manager, and now a director. And also been very active in the local chapter as a part of my growth and expansion into not just sterile processing in the hospital space, but in the industry as a whole. So the local chapter has kind of helped me to evolve as my leadership tenure and the things that we contribute to the overall industry as a whole.
that's great. So you've had a lot of evolution in your career and a
Yes.
lot of leadership in getting involved, and that's so important as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
So, as you're thinking back on your year as president, what would you say has been the biggest accomplishment for HSPA and for you during this past year?
I would say the biggest accomplishment for me and HSPA alike has been my opportunity to visit the various places and spaces going in and out of the different departments throughout the country
Yeah.
to help revitalize our chapters, our local chapters. That has been the most, I think, evolving aspect of my presidency, the connectivity back to the people of the industry of sterile processing. That connection, having a president visit different hospitals and being able to shake hands and to personalize what we do, it may have meant a lot to them, but it meant even more to me
Yeah.
just to be able to see us and to see the smiles and the encouragement and to be able to see people uplifted just through a visit and a handshake or a hug. It's been, it's meant a tremendous amount to me.
So, meeting them where they are, seeing what they do day to day, and
Yes.
thanking them for everything that they
Yes.
do, so
Yes.
important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I know the landscape of sterile processing has evolved a lot. What would you say are some of the biggest challenges that are out there now?
I wouldn't say challenges as well as I would say opportunities.
Mm.
When you think about the definition of landscape, you're talking about uh, a field of matter. When you talk about landscape, you're talking about matter presented in wide form versus high.
Hmm.
So let's talk about the width of sterile processing. The width of sterile processing and the evolution again of how we've evolved from managers and directors. We were nurse led for many, many, many years.
Right.
And now we're starting to see people who are dedicated and ingrained in sterile processing. We're starting to see them evolve into those manager and director roles. We're starting to see them take their higher education serious and evolve into, we're seeing associate vice presidents in sterile processing.
Right.
Um,
It's a
I,
real career path.
it's
I
a
mean,
real
you know,
career
people
path.
with the expertise and it's not just the processing, it's the sterility assurance
Yes.
aspect that you all are so well versed
Yes.
in, and you've got that to contribute to the hospital.
The contributions of AAMI and how it's expanding with the water,
Mhm.
with offsite reprocessing, and what that means to new standards. The technology and robotics. It's wide. It's
Yeah.
wide, and so that's when you say landscape. I'm saying that there's so much opportunity now. Um,
Yeah.
Scopes, flexible
Yeah.
scopes, and endoscopic reprocessing. And we can go on and on.
Yeah.
But this interview isn't that long. So when you talk about sterile processing, I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very encouraged for the people that are coming and the people that are here right now
Yeah.
for what the future holds for us as the sterile processing
Absolutely.
industry.
Yeah. And it's a great group here. It's always wonderful talking with the folks. What advice or guidance would you give to people that are, they're growing in their career and they want to take that next step and they want to get into some leadership, whether it's at HSPA, whether it's within their hospital. What advice would you give them?
Listen, my advice would be stay the course. There are going to be ups and downs. Remember where you came from, and also remember the people that helped you along the way. It's not about paying those people back. It's about repeating the things that they did for you for somebody else who is coming along behind you that will pay them back more than anything else. Our industry is full of resilient people who have been knocked down, but we didn't stay down. We got back up and we kept fighting. We learned from our knockouts and we are able now to thrive in our space. And so continue to stay the course. There's so many opportunities. I started out as a midnight tech and I never thought that I would travel around the world with sterile processing, but it's possible. Here I am. And so I'm a living testimony of just how this industry can provide whatever your dreams are as long as you stay the course.
Yeah. So much opportunity and it's so much ability to do good. And we thank you for everything that you do. It really makes a
Thank you.
difference with the patients.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad and proud to do the work that we do, to have the impact that we have, especially on patient care. Yes, they say that we're the unsung heroes, but I don't believe that. Like, we're here in Louisville.
Yeah.
This is the birthplace of Muhammad Ali.
Hmm.
He is the GOAT, the all-time GOAT, the greatest of all time. So what better place for us to assemble? We're the GOATs of the hospital. And so
There you
we're,
go. Yeah.
we're the GOATs of the healthcare industry. So what greater place for us to assemble for such a time as this?
Here, here. Agreed. All right. Well, Tony, thank you so much for
Thank
sitting
you.
down and
Yes.
looking forward to a great conference.